startup if you want to. So we are building this startup, and since I don't know, like since we have started, we have been struggling with backend and APIs. So, and yeah,
Okay.
that's why I think I might need help.
So, can you explain what type of SaaS business you are doing? You already know my background, right? Right? I told you all about that.
Yeah.
So, it would be better that you also give me your little bit introduction, and so I can guide
Well,
you and we
okay.
can brainstorm some stuff.
Okay. Okay. I mean, it's gonna be a little bit complex to explain because those people who never have done something like that, in this, we're building something for content creators, right? We are building something, um, you
Okay.
know, we're building a tool to download videos from YouTube without ads, with high speed, and it's gonna has a premium feature. It's gonna has a freemium feature. In the freemium, people are gonna be able to download MP4, MP3 without any payment from YouTube. But the premium is gonna have all the social medias, and it's gonna be faster than the freemium. It's gonna has a killer feature to download multiple videos, or aka a whole playlist at the same time. So if you are a content creator who's producing, I don't know, like 10 short clips a day, or something like that, you can, or at least you are able to save ton of time and download at the same time multiple videos. So I know what you might be thinking right now, so let me explain. I have talked to a lot of people. I have talked to maybe 4 or 5 backend developers so far. A lot of them are guys like you who are full stack developers. But there have been so far only one guy who really appreciated and, like, believed in the idea, and the reason was that he used to be an editor before he became a programmer, and so he understood the pain and suffering of, you want to edit a video to YouTube, or you want to make a short clip of some kind of long podcast, and you have to use this, sneaky, some kind of, um, products online out there, which are, by the way, gaining billions of visitors a year. um, and you have to use them because you don't want to pay for YouTube Premium $20 a month. So you use these products, but they show up to you all this annoying adult content ads, casino, all this sneaky shit, and I myself get annoyed about that. Casino doesn't harm you that much, but this adult content, and I just, I decided that I want to build something my own myself, to not, see this all this, you know, um, and dirty stuff. And it, slowly but surely, became and came to the situation where I was like, I want to make this thing public, and I want other people to be able to, make their lives better, without showing all these dirty things which gonna harm their eyes, harm their mindset, right? um, if you want to
Yeah.
download a video from YouTube, or audio from YouTube, it's free. If you want to save time, if you're a pro editor, or if you're a content agency owner, then you can pay, I don't know, like $20 a month, and save ton of time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting, but I think it will require a lot of market research too. Like, I think there's a lot of competition in that niche.
Yeah, I mean, how to say that? I mean, there are a lot of websites which are doing about the same thing which we are doing, um, but there is none of them are doing this, whatever we are doing, the same way which we are doing, right? So, I mean, there's a lot of websites which can help you to
Yeah.
download, but a lot of them are ad based,
Yeah.
So your idea is to develop a website or an app
Yeah. Good.
I think it's gonna be an app because, I mean,
because there are also many apps as competitors.
yeah, as I said, you, there is a lot of websites which are doing this thing, but they're not doing it the same way as we are doing. So you
Yes.
can
Yeah.
get to the space with rocket ship, but
Right.
I'm saying you that let's build something like, I mean, there's a lot of rockets which can get you to the moon, but you're not gonna get back from the moon using the same rocket. You know, we are not reinventing the wheel. I'm not asking you to build some kind of AI startup. We have a problem which people are experiencing, billions of people a year experiencing, and visiting this websites which are, you know, monetized by dirty ads. And I was like, I want to fix this problem, I want to fix this issue, and I want to do something about it. I have done a lot of, I mean,
Okay, so it's a great idea. It has out of the bag. It looks like it has some potential, and it can do exactly like you said. There is a problem, and it can fix that.
yeah,
So uh, building that product, for example, if you succeed in specifying the market niche, and you are successful in making an exact accurate business model out of that, I think you should first move towards first making an API service, because it's a low effort product, and it will set you up in the market, and you will know like uh, what market is like, and you will also like get to earn some money to put in the larger scope that you are seeing that you want to make an app going forward. So I think we should look for first making an API service for that,
yeah.
and uh, it can also have those services like freemium. We can charge them free and premium plans, all of that. So yeah,
I
what
mean,
do you think?
yeah. I mean, as you said, it's low effort and low code some stuff, and I honestly accept it and admit it. The reason why, I actually was building another startup. I actually was building a content distributor because there is a lot less competition over there. There is like maybe 3 or 4 websites which I know personally which can help you to distribute your content, and even them, a lot of them don't have a freemium at all. Even if you have a premium, there is like such a stupid limits which I think we can do better certain moments. And this startup is you hear it, and I you know this is more complex startup, obviously, and something which requires more
Yeah.
effort. But while I was building that startup, I was at the same time editing my videos, and I was like, um the reason why I started the startup at all, I dig deeper into this game because my friend said to me, I asked for help with API from my friend who was building that startup, the number one startup, and he said, you know what, we are not CS graduates or something like that, so let's maybe start from something a little easier. Even that thing which is a little easier take us 1.5 months. So
Yeah.
yeah, we just decided that it might sound to you like a very basic, very like I mean, come on kind of idea, but for
No, no,
us.
it's not basic at all. I can assure you that.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate it. But he said something which made sense to me because when I was building that startup, and I never have worked in his company or something like that. I have very little experience in computer science. If you compare me to someone who has 10 years of experience, right? And we decided that let's build first something easier, simpler, which we
Yeah.
in comparison easier, and then we're gonna get to this thing which is harder than the first one. This thing might not change the world, just whatever, like AI or something like that, but at least we're gonna have some kind of product which we can be proud of, and you know something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a question. Have you looked into the technology through which you are going to provide that download service? Like, have you researched on that?
Mm,
Like how you are going to download those videos from the website and provide it to the user?
you mean APIs, like something like that?
Yeah, like if I want to download a specific video from YouTube, I
Uh-huh.
will go to your website or app
Yep.
and type that URL into it, and
Yep.
how the backend will work, like how it will fetch that website from YouTube and then provide it to me. Have you looked
Yeah, I mean
into it at
YouTube's
all?
own API. I think we're gonna use YouTube's own API, probably.
Okay, so I have a little bit experience on this side. Once I had a client approach me and he wanted to make a website just like SaveNet.com. I think it's that URL.
Yep.
It provides you like you paste a URL, either a Instagram video, Facebook video, or YouTube video, and you can easily download it. It's a simple website, but the way the technology they have made is so proprietary uh, that everyone in the industry is just borrowing their API service and making a nice front end and posting it on the internet. So actually, if we get to that technology, like if we break that technology, how does it work? Then it's actually a very it's more important than the app and anything,
Yep.
because it's actually the underlying technology. If we do not develop it by ourselves, then we have to buy some others APIs,
Mm.
so it will cost us even more, and the business model will not make any sense.
Yep.
So first, for this business model, this the API is very critical. How we are going to download that YouTube. So working with that client, I researched a little bit. Facebook has its own means. They use blob service. When you watch a video, the video gets sent in blobs. So I researched a little. SaveNet was doing what it was doing that. It was recording those blobs and somehow decrypting that. It is also encrypted too, so decrypting that and convert it into MP4 video. Like it was like very complex, so uh, I said sorry to the client and never looked at it again. But this is the main feature. If we somehow can crack that code, that how to decrypt those videos and easily download them, then if we even make an API, small API, we can be like the uh, shovels and sellers in the gold rush, you know.
So
So
these people
this is
who
the
have
main part.
this, millions of websites who can help you to download a video from YouTube, they are using the
Yeah,
same API, but they have a different
more or
one.
less the same. Like they, all of them do not have their own proprietary APIs. They are borrowing the API from someone else and someone else. It's
Okay, who is that
this
someone
market is
else?
like that. It's mainly like other websites like SaveNet.com, and there may be some other websites too, but I only looked on the SaveNet.com.
Okay, okay. The way Save from Net works, I think you paste the link, you click button, and then it
Yeah,
fetches, and you have to click another button to download a video. Um,
yeah,
so I mean, we have used, I think, a bunch of APIs from Rapid API. There is a lot of APIs who can help
okay.
you to download a video from YouTube. I don't know, man. What you're saying right now sounds correct and sounds appropriate, like something which you expect, because these billion-dollar companies, trillion-dollar companies, they have a policies to not
Yeah.
download a video. Obviously, they're gonna make sure that you are gonna struggle to do that. But the interesting thing is that I think I talked to one backend guy. He quitted the business later on. He didn't, you know, but before he did that, he built an API. I think using Java or something. And I don't know how he done
Okay.
that. Honestly, maybe he just stole from someone else, but I'm not sure about it. But when I explained him the idea which he should do, so I said to him, you need to make a API to download a video from YouTube, and he did that. I mean, of course, he quit it later on, but it's not. Let's not talk about that. Um, but he built an API and sent a link. That API was working on his own laptop as a server, but
Okay.
barely but surely, he have done that. I'm amazed. Right now, you know, I don't know how to solve this issue honestly. What you're saying right now makes sense. Um, but I think we have to make research and I think we have to work on that because I don't know the solution to this problem yet.
So right now you have two options. Either you go with the API already in the market, or you build your API yourself.
Yep.
If you are building your API yourself, then you have to start from that stage. Like you first build your API, launch that API, build some revenue, or then decide if you want to make an major app, because it's a great dependency. If you are going to create a business around it, it's a critical dependency of your business.
Yep.
And
Yep.
if you are going to charge people some premium, then that API service should be that good enough to
Yep.
support
Yep.
those people. You must have some redundancy in your network.
Yeah. So I mean, you're basically gonna have the control over, your backend if you're gonna have your own API. I understand.
Yeah.
I understood that. So,
And also there are also some things like, if these companies, they are shady for a reason. Like uh, their offices are in some countries that do not enforce laws, and these companies are very shady, because uh, the thing we are doing is downloading a website, downloading a video from a website. It's actually it's kind of legal, but it's breaking the
yep.
TOS,
Yep.
download services,
Yep. Yep.
and it's actually breaking some laws too. So making a professional startup around that, and making yourself public, like that, like it if you are going to launch it as a startup, then you cannot deal it like an ordinary startup, like, hey, I am Sanjar, this is my startup, because it will
Yeah. I mean,
it
yeah.
will get you in some allegations, you know so
Yeah.
that's also that.
Yeah. Probably. I mean, I think what we're gonna do is do something which is gonna barely at least work to a certain degree. Like, I had, you know, I wanted to work on this thing for years, but I think what we're gonna do after what you have said. I mean, I was thinking about the fact that it's kind of illegal because we're breaking the law. Um, I think we're gonna, I don't know, like, we have to find a way out. Maybe use someone else's API. I think this is the
Yeah.
fastest probably way. Um, but we have to build something we can be proud of. Yes, it's gonna be like a little project. At the end of the list of our portfolio, like something which.
Yeah.
But for the start, I believe that let's build something which is gonna not gonna be monetized on ads, which where you can download a video or audio for free and have one premium feature to download multiple videos at the same time. We're gonna keep ideas simple because at the very beginning of this meeting I have said that I wanted to add all the social medias and playlist and yeah, but I think after what you have said right now, I
Okay,
wanna
so you are only focusing on YouTube videos?
That's the thing, I wasn't before you explained to me that.
Oh,
That's kind of, a little.
yeah. Okay,
So,
so what is your programming background? Are you a like a student, or what type of team you have right now?
I mean, team is very, not, it's not Harvard graduates or something like that. We three guys. One of them lives in Russia. Another one, my friend, who lives in Central Asia together with me. We
Okay.
graduated with my friend. Uh, the coding bootcamp, normal coding bootcamp. We studied, paid money.
Okay.
For 7 months, we studied front end. So we studied front end. My designer, my friend who's in Russia, who's also a web designer, he didn't study it anywhere.
Yeah.
YouTube tutorials, but you know, yeah, I at one point it just comes to your mind that, what, actually, if we can't get a job in coding space, we can actually build our own company and do something like that. And I
Hmm.
asked my friend, who's, I know, not a perfect designer. He didn't even study it anywhere, even paid money for courses. I'm not even saying about, uni or something like that. But I was like, let's build something at least, maybe it will work out. And again, in this case, I think what you have said is right, and I was thinking about it a little bit. Um, so we're gonna build this thing quickly, at least to a degree where it's gonna be working and working normally, stably. You can expect that if you paste the link, if you click a button, it's gonna download a
Yeah.
video. Because we have built a lot of MVPs who doesn't quite work right way. Yeah. So, um, yeah, let's I think the solution to the current situation is to go over this startup idea quickly,
Yeah.
build this thing in next 30 days, inshallah, and find some kind of API
Sure.
which works, build a beautiful UI, connect the payment. I don't know how we're gonna do that. Build the premium feature somehow, and move to another thing, something like that.
Yeah. Sure. Definitely.
So we're gonna get back to
So so you have a like you are a developer since a year from now.
Sayir.
Like you are into this IT space from a year. I just want to estimate like how much is your experience
Yeah,
and
not that much. As I have said, yeah, I studied only 7 months. You're a CS
okay.
computer
So you
science.
have a year of experience like that.
Yeah, yeah, something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
good because I am almost getting graduated from my BS degree, and let me assure you that building real world projects, building real world products is the most best way to actually understand the development, because in colleges you don't get to understand in that deeper level. uh, if you only build products for like two years, you simply have got you should have gotten all that knowledge you will serve in the like 4 or 5 year degree.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I think we started working on this idea of building startups only a month ago. Okay, 1.5 months ago. In the beginning of May.
yeah.
And if we're gonna keep building startups and keep updating the old ones, for next, I don't know, as you have said, 2 or 3 years, I think in these 2 or 3 years, we're gonna be able to learn also backend, and front end and backend. So, yeah, um,
So I think your team is primarily made of like you yourself is a front end developer. I think you have experience in building websites.
yep,
I saw you were building your agency's website.
yeah, yeah. I
So
built my agency's website myself. At least the current one. The first one was was a collaboration. Um,
Okay.
yeah. So what we're gonna do from here, brother? We're gonna, can you help me with maybe building the API, or finding the right API, something like that? Can you help us?
Yeah, sure. I will be available for any help you need. Regarding, I already told you about my skills. My skills are primarily in Python development, and I build backend stuff. Right now, I am also developing some LLM based apps, large language models,
Oh,
ChatGPT and stuff.
okay,
So, yeah, uh, I would also say that, also besides that, keep iterating over ideas. Uh, keep thinking of new ideas every day, because uh, there are lots of ideas in the market, especially in the sector of AI and large language models. There right now there is an open field,
yeah,
and it's almost like a level playing field. Everyone is like a baffled with the AI progress every day. So there is a high potential to come up with an actually good of an idea that can destroy, or not destroy, that can disrupt an entire industry.
all right.
So
Yeah,
there's that potential to AI sector, if you want to exploit uh, exploit that with your IT skills.
okay,
You know.
okay. I think, as I have said, let's build something easier, and let me get up to your level or something like that, where I can at least understand what we're building, and at least have an idea how we're gonna done that and build that. And at that level, maybe, as you said, maybe 2 years later, building an AI startup is gonna be no brainer to me, or at least maybe.
Okay, let me get you understand it. It's not like uh, it's not that much complex. Like, AI is very very simple. Like, you are a very smart guy. You already know a bunch of stuff. It's not like that you will need 2 years to progress to that level. You can get in 2 days, brother.
Okay, okay, I appreciate it.
It's not that much
All right.
complicated.
So I'm gonna be connected with you on WhatsApp. If you're gonna
Okay, sure.
be able to find an API, or maybe you'll, yeah, how much time you might need, how much time you want me to come back to you and message you back, to maybe, find an
Uh,
API.
you can you can reach me at any time. No problem.
Okay, so, I mean, all right.
Yeah.
Um,
Basically, if you know, I'm from Pakistan, and I think you are from Uzbekistan.
yep,
So we also have a same time zone, GMT plus 5.
great.
So it's 11:39 a.m. right here, and you also have 11:39 a.m.
Yep.
So no problem, I think, for the time zones. And yeah, I see a potential here for collaboration. I also have a small front end team too, because as I said, I also I have my own company agency. We are running, like, it's almost a year on August. So I have a front end team too. So if you need any kind of help in specifically designing Munstack websites, we
All right.
do Munstack website. We also do 3JS websites. So I have some people,
All right.
and other than that, we will be in touch. We will discuss these products, and yeah, I will try to help in the backend stuff too with your with this SaaS business of yours. So let's see.
Okay, man. I'm gonna be waiting for your, message. If you're gonna, you know, find an API, as I said, you, or build ones. Yeah, basically, I'm gonna wait for your message
Yeah.
when you are gonna be able to send us, or just whatever. help us, I think, with API. You know our need. You just, I think right now, I never have built an API or startup like that. I think the only problem which we're experiencing is the backend stuff because we don't have a backend developer in our team. And I hope that you can you can be the one, inshallah. So in that case, we're gonna have two front end, one designer and backend developer, and team is gonna be probably, inshallah, unstoppable because there's nothing we're lacking right
Yeah,
now.
sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
man.
So you also talked with the other backend developers, like uh,
Yeah, I did.
how. Yeah. So what's your experience with them? Like,
Um, yeah, a lot of them didn't even get to this point where you and I right now. They didn't even, think about building something that they didn't even bothered, and that's why I explain it to you what and why we're doing right now. We're not building, how to say that. It's like, SpaceX. You build a different kind of rocket. You don't build a normal rocket which is gonna get you to point A and B. We're gonna build a rocket which is gonna get to point A, B, and back from B to A, right? um, a
yeah,
little changes, but they can make a lot of, difference. So same in this case. No ads can, I mean, makes a lot of sense to people if we're gonna let people know. Of course there's marketing stuff. If we're gonna let people know that, you can actually download these videos faster and without ads, and it's free, a lot of people are gonna choose this product over other ones, and it's gonna have a better UI. And I'm not gonna, get it deeper into this thing. So yeah, I need your, aka backend developers, help.
yeah, sure. I'm available. I will try to brainstorm some stuff and get back to you.
All right, man. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Sujar.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.